So yes, so now we have come to an end of the workshop, but the workshop has ended, but the learning opportunity has just begun for all of you. So here are some of the references that you can refer after the workshop when we wind up the workshop and you go back to your learning centers and start learning. So you can refer cfd.fossee.in. I'll take you to the website and I'll walk you through all the tabs of the website and I'll let you know how can you involve with us, how can you participate in the project. And there is a website called Open Forum Foundation. You can refer to the Open Forum Foundation as well. There is a forum called CFD-online, CFD Online Forum. All the beginners, the learners from basics and advanced level also, they all come and they interchange their problems, and they also get solutions to their problems in this forum. So these are very good learning resources of Open Forum for those who are starting with Open Forum. So here is the information about students' participation in the Open Forum project. So first of all, we have some projects that goes throughout the year. You need not wait for the announcement of the semester-long internship or summer fellowship. So the overall projects are, number one is the case study project. So you can work with your professors of your college and work with them. And let me explain what do we call the case studies? What are case studies? So cases are small problems of CFD that can be solved using OpenFOAM. So you can take up any CFD problem and you can use OpenFOAM to solve the problem, and you submit the solution as a case study. So that is what is known as a case study. So when you are not enrolling yourself as a semester-long intern or a summer fellow, you can take the guidance from your faculty member of your institute who will be guiding you on this case study project. And our team members from the Open Forum team FOSSEE will guide you on the Open Forum part, not the science part, but the Open Forum part. If you have any issues in simulations while solving the case. So this is all about the case study project. We also have the research migration project. Now, what is a research migration and how is it different from a case study project? So cases are small problems of CFD, but a research migration project deals with research problems, the research problems that are published on renowned journals or conference proceedings. So those, if you can take up the problem, any big research problem, and you replicate the same problem using OpenFOAM, that is a research migration project. Okay, so the time that you will take to solve a research migration project will be little longer as compared to the case study project. We also have the lab migration project. So what is a lab migration project? In most of the institutes throughout the country, people use commercial software in their lab because the colleges might have funding, so they purchase expensive licenses for commercial software and they run it in their labs to solve the CFD courses. But the Open Forum team of FOSSEE supports you to convert your labs from using commercial software and migrate the labs to Open Forum. Okay, that is the lab migration project. So any faculty member from your institutes can propose the problems that are to be taken up as lab migration project problems, and the solution can be given by our team members or the faculty members or students from the respective colleges. So this is how the lab migration project works. Now, case study upgradation project. So I'll take you to the website and you can see that we have a list of more than 176 such case studies, which were solved using OpenFOAM 7, okay, version 7, version 9. Okay, so we are now trying to upgrade the cases that will comply to the recent versions of OpenFOAM. So after my talk ends, my colleague John will actually let you know what do you need to do if you want to contribute to the case study upgradation project. Now let me talk about the semester-long internship. So I can see many of you have registered for the semester-long internship. When those who are attending this workshop. I can see some of the names of the participants, and I can relate to the database that we have got as an application. So the semester-long internships duration is 3 months. So we have our faculty members of IIT Bombay and outside IIT Bombay who are our esteemed faculty partners of FOSSEE. So they actually guide you on the science part of the CFD problems that you'll be solving as a part of the semester-long internship. And the OpenFOAM team of FOSSEE will guide you on the OpenFOAM software part. They can guide you, they can address your problems, they can address your any of the issues faced by you while solving the problem using OpenFOAM. Similarly, summer fellowship we will announce. For this year, 2024, we have already announced a semester-long internship, and we are in the process of evaluating all the screening tasks that are submitted. So for both the things, for summer fellowship and for the semester-long internship, we float a problem statement, which is known as the screening task. So whoever will successfully solve the screening task will be eligible for the programs for semester-long internship and for summer fellowship. Okay, so there is no eligibility like if you are studying in the first year, if you have passed out of your college course. So there is no such bar. Even corporate people can also enroll themselves. So the summer fellowship will be announced around the end of March or the beginning of April. So please stay tuned. You can follow my LinkedIn account. Okay, I always announce all these programs whenever such announcements are given by FOSSEE team. And for all these activities, we pay you honorarium. We pay honorarium for the case study, research migration, case study upgradation, okay, everything, summer fellowship, semester-long internship, everything. And we also give you certificates. We provide e-certificates for all your participation. And the most important thing is your name will be displayed on the CFD FOSSEE website that you can refer throughout your student life, throughout your career ahead as an academician or as a corporate personnel. So this mention in the FOSSEE URL is more important as compared to your certificates. Okay, because this URL will contain your work. So whenever, suppose you are applying for a promotion, you're applying for a job, you can always refer that I have done this work and this is actually verified and uploaded. So your examiner can actually visit the website and see what all work that you have done. So there are people who actually submits more than 2 case studies. Some of the summer fellows, some of the semester-long internships, they actually continue the work throughout the year after the semester, after the internship ends also. So they carry on this work. They actually submit, say, 4 to 5 cases also sometimes. Okay, and jobs, I have given a star because whenever there are vacancies, we announce, and we also recruit people as full-time staff members of FOSSEE. And most of our staff members are our passed out, our former case study project students, research migration students, or our semester-long internship or summer fellowship students. So we always take recruit from them because we have trained them and they are also very friendly with the FOSSEE project. Okay, so partnership opportunities for the faculty members. So we have something called the faculty partners. So you have attended the lectures by Professor Dheeraj Garg, Professor Naren, Professor Raghavendra Gupta. So all of them are our esteemed faculty partners. So there are 3 levels of faculty partners. We call them coaching partners, executive partners, and senior executive partners. And the main activities are involved in student guidance, contribution in workshop like taking such sessions, and also outreach, wherein they actually call other students, other college students or faculty members in their own institute, and they conduct a seminar, collaborating with us. So this kind of outreach activity also they does. So this is all all about the faculty participation. Details can be found in the faculty partners tab of cfd.fossee.in. Okay, let me unmaximize my screen and take you to the CFD FOSSEE website. So this is the cfd.fossee.in website. You will get all the informations over here. So you can see the case study project here. Okay. In the left hand side panel, if you click on the completed case studies, you will get the whole list of case studies solved by other students. Hmm? Not the IT Bombay students, but also other students. You can see the name of the universities. Okay, I'm just scrolling down. Just you can go through all the names. IT Bombay, you will get more because Professor Janani takes a course here, and all the students upload their cases here. So IT Bombay, you can find more number. You can also see a university from Nepal, Tribhuvan University, from Jaipur, from Guwahati. Okay, so all over India, students work with us, and they and you know, but I was talking about the URL reference. So here, if you click on the link, the case study is actually downloadable. You can download the actual case study in a zip file. Let me click on it and show you. Somehow I cannot, it's not working. So not a problem. Let me show you the research migration project. And now it got downloaded. So when I download it, I think you cannot see the screen, right? The download thing. Huh? Okay, so I just downloaded and here is the case file. So you can actually download the cases and see. You can refer them anytime. So similarly, we have the research migration project. In the left-hand side panel, similarly, you can see the completed research migration. So the output of the summer fellowship or the semester-long internship can be in the form of either either the case studies or in the form of research migration. So here are the list. Yes, any comment from anybody? Okay, fine. It was a mistake, I think. Okay, so from resources tab, you can actually refer to the spoken tutorials. So you can see start learning OpenFOAM using spoken tutorials on OpenFOAM, the spoken tutorials that you actually used during this workshop. So you can see the list starting from the basics till the advanced level. Okay, so for the faculty members, let me show this. The faculty members can refer this faculty partners tab, and then you can click on any of the links to view our recent faculty partners and their work. Everything is listed over here. Okay. So also we have honorarium for all the activities, and you can check the honorarium amount also. It's uploaded here, honorarium tab. Okay, so please go back and explore this website. I'll stop sharing 1 second and present my presentation. Yeah, so here is a list of software that FOSSEE offers. So FOSSEE not only offers training on OpenFOAM, but it has a list of other software also. So I'll quickly walk you through all the software offerings from FOSSEE. And all these software are catered for specific engineering and science backgrounds, including arts. So let me start with Scilab. So Scilab is an open source alternative for MATLAB, and students from any background can use it specific to their need. It's a numerical computational software. Okay, Python is a general purpose, high level dynamic programming language, and it is very much in use by the academicians as well as the corporate people. eSIM is an EDA tool, electronic design automation tool for circuit designing, simulation, and PCB designing. And eSIM is developed by the FOSSEE team of IIT Bombay. Okay, now let me talk about FLOSS Arduino. FLOSS Arduino is an open source hardware to perform embedded system experiments on Arduino Uno boards. OSDAC is a software used for designing steel structures, mainly used for the steel industry. DWSIM is a software used by the chemical engineers for flow sheeting. Okay, so I hope many of you are from chemical background here, because people from chemical background use CFD as well as flow sheeting, right? So Open Modelica is also used by chemical background people. It is a Modelica based modeling language for modeling, simulating, optimizing, and analyzing complex dynamic systems. OpenPLC is again another open source hardware tool. It's open source programmable logic controller to give an hands-on PLC programming experience. Mainly, our target audience for OpenPLC is the polytechnic students, but engineering background students can also use it. R is a software for statistical computing, and as data is everywhere, so we highly recommend that you learn R. That is going to be an add-on to your CV. Okay, so wherever you apply, whatever work you do, you can very easily compile your data and present if you learn R and if you use R. Now let me come to QGIS. We call it FOSSEE GIS now. It's a free and open source geographic information system application, GIS application. Mainly the people from geography and geosciences background use FOSSEE GIS. Focal is an open source software for computer graphics, to make computer graphics, to design 2D and 3D animation. So you can see that all the software of FOSSEE is not targeted towards engineering, core engineering students, even students from geography background, from arts background, from core science background. Like even OpenFOAM is used by people from mathematics and physics background. So FOSSEE caters the need of the education as a whole. Okay, now here are the contact of FOSSEE and OpenFOAM team. So the OpenFOAM team contact is contactcfd@fossee.in. Please note it down. And we are getting many mails from the participants now in contact CFD. So you can write to us anytime for any, if you also get a very basic problem, please don't feel shy. Please write to us. Our team will be happy to help you. Okay, and if you have query related to any other FOSS other than OpenFOAM, please write to us at info@fossee.in. Okay, and fossee.in is our parent website. Now let me come to the last slide of my presentation. I'll end the presentation with a vote of thanks, and then we'll move forward with John's brief talk on how can you, contribute in the case study upgradation project. Okay, so first of all, let me thank the Ministry of Education, Government of India for funding this project, for funding FOSSEE. I would like to thank IIT Bombay because this project is being developed at IIT Bombay. Although we have many partners from all over India and abroad, but the resources that we get from IIT Bombay are very important for us. So I would like to thank the faculty members from IIT Bombay, Professor Kannan Modgalia, who is not there with us today because he's traveling abroad. So Professor Kannan cannot join the meeting today. And Professor Kannan leads the team of FOSSEE. He is the principal investigator of the FOSSEE project as a whole of IIT Bombay. Professor Janani and Professor Manasvita are the co-PI, co-principal investigator of OpenFOAM category of FOSSEE. Okay, we thank Professor Abhishek Ranjan for the talk he delivered. We thank Professor Amol Subedar and Professor Partha Goswami for the support by his students. We thank the faculty partners, Professor Chandan Bose, who is the advisor of the OpenFOAM team of FOSSEE, Professor Hari Krishnan, Professor Manimaran, Professor Naren, Professor Dheeraj, Professor Raghavendra, and Dr. Abhishek for their sessions. All of them has taken an excellent theory sessions in this workshop. Now let me come to acknowledging our FOSSEE staff members, Mr. John, Mr. Biraj, Mr. Harish, and Mr. Sanjay. Sanjay could not be present in the workshop because he is also a student here in IIT Bombay, being a part-time staff of the OpenFOAM team of FOSSEE. Hence, he could not attend the software because he has exams. But he has also contributed in the workshop, so thanks to him. And Mr. John, Mr. Biraj, and Mr. Harish, they have put their heart and soul in the project. I respect their responsibility, their punctuality, and their dedication towards the workshop. I also would like to thank Ms. Usha Vishwanathan and Ms. Vinita Ghavri. They are the senior managers of the FOSSEE project. I would like to thank Ms. Preeti from the NME ICT team, Mr. Deepak, especially from the studio team as a whole, and Mr. Deepak especially, because he has been my contact person for all the problems during the workshop. I would like to thank Mr. Prathamesh Bobade from the Chemical Engineering Department of IIT Bombay because the link that we are using in this workshop has been generated by him. For the hands-on session support, the technical support that we got from Mr. Panay, Mr. Krishna, Mr. Kunal, Mr. Malyadip, Mr. Ashley, and Mr. Abhushan Regni are really a lot. So all of you have done very well. So with this, I end my presentation, and I would just like to hand over to John. He will talk very briefly about the uh, case study upgradation project. Okay, and then I will request Professor Manasvita and Professor Janani to just interact with the participants and lead and inspire them.
So dear students, as you have seen that we have done hands-on session or using OpenFOAM 9, and you saw on the website we have various case studies and research migration projects that were submitted to the FOSSEE website. So they are nearly, approximately around 200 case studies that we have. But what we are seeing is that with change in the OpenFOAM version, there are certain compatibility issues that you might have also faced. When we gave you the files and someone of you, they had installed the older version or the newer version. So with every version change, OpenFOAM will change the structures a little bit here and there. They may combine two solvers and make them one. So certain functionalities don't work, and certain functionalities have a slight change in their name. So what we want is that whatever resources available with us, should be able to be used by the other students who are using the newer versions. So with this in mind, we have this case study upgradation process, hmm, in which what you would have to do is take this case studies that are available with us, and upgrade it to the latest version. So case files and everything is there. You have to run and you have to see what error message it is throwing. Generally it is very simple error message, like maybe the h constant type of what you can say fluid 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 property has been changed to e constant, something like that. So some minor changes here and there, and then you recompile it and run it and check if it is running properly. So this is what is the work. And at the end of that, maybe create a small document, one page, stating what were the changes that you made in the file structure. And after doing that, you just upload it. And along with that, we also want you to suppose if you are doing a case study, so suppose if I do a case study and Biraj does a case study, so what I'll do is I'll do my case study upgradation, and maybe I will peer review the one that Biraj has done to see that it is working, so that we have a system in place where we each one of us maybe does upgradation of a case study and also checks whether the case study upgraded by somebody else works. So with this, how will this be helpful to you? So as you know that the more you explore this, the more you will learn, right? Every day you are finding something new. So this will help in your what you can say in you learning open form, as well as it will give you exposure to the different applications where people have used open form. And along with this, what FOSSEE is offering is offering an honorarium of 500 rupees per case study. Am I correct, ma'am? Yeah, so it is also mentioned on our website. So this is also an added benefit. So in your free time, you can work, you can support this, get to learn, and also earn. So this is a scheme. So if you have any question regarding this, you can write to us. It is also mentioned on our website. So that's it. Thank you.
Professor Manasvita, if you can just speak a few words to the participants who are there.
So I hope you had a great time. How was it? What is your experience? Anyone?
Great, ma'am.
You learned something?
Yes, ma'am. I learn a lot.
Okay.
It's a wonderful workshop for open form and enhance my learning ability to understand the basic governing equation and more discretized way and better understanding we develop right now.
Okay. Very nice. And anyone else?
Yes, ma'am. This workshop is very wonderful. I got knowledge from installing the open form to up to run some cases, and I would like to thank to all the team members like John Pinto sir and Hari sir and ma'am who guided us a very wonderful way. And this is very helpful workshop to understand the open form and run the cases.
Okay. Anyone else?
Thanks, ma'am, for this opportunity, and I hope such types of workshop uh, also conducted in future so that I will learn. Thanks for all the participants.
Very nice. Anybody else?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
I'm Khadar. I'm from Aerospace Department in IT Bombay.
Mhm.
Thank you all for this beautiful workshop. It was really useful, and we learned a lot from different like sections of OpenFOAM and engineering in general. But I have one question related to implementing different solver in OpenFOAM. Will this kind of workshop will be provided in the future?
Different kinds of solver.
Like for example, I have my own solver, right? I in-house kind of solver. So if I want to, or if I wish to implement it in open form, would FOSSEE project help in that direction? Like
Yes.
programming in open form.
Yes.
Okay. Like
I
how
think
can I?
that will be a very interesting thing to do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Programming in an open form, like application wise, I think we have learned a lot, and there are many available tutorials online. But the only problem that I have faced is that there is very less resources regarding programming, like how to learn the back end of the open form, learning classes, learning how to manipulate the different components of open form.
Yeah, so I am very happy that you have asked this question because if if you're interested in programming, that's a long route. But yes, we always encourage that. And I think we started working with one of our joint students. We have started looking at this immersed boundary method coupled with open form. And we always encourage that. I think we can work with it. We can work with that.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. So I don't think. I mean, I'm not too sure whether we'll be able to run a workshop because it is very specific interest. The workshops are for larger interest, but working together towards a particular problem to develop the code and all that option is always there.
Okay, great, ma'am. Then I should reach out to you regarding that.
Yes, if there is a particular interest, of course, yes.
Yes, thank you so much.
So I would like Professor Janani to also speak something about the workshop to the participants.
Hello. Good evening, Professor Manasuta. Hi. Thank you.
Yeah, hi.
So, good evening, everyone. I hope all of you, I'm sure, would have enjoyed these 6 days. So, for us, the workshop has typically been a 3-day event. Where we try and teach students very basics. And I think this is the first time we have attempted a 6-day, more slow-paced, more exhaustive learning of open form. And that has only been possible because of all of the faculty members who have been involved, who have invested their time and kind of tried to go exhaustively into each of the topics given to, or taken up by them, right? So I hope that this workshop has been useful to all of you. I could understand from the feedback that we received that it has helped, right? Now, what I would like to say is it doesn't end here. So just as you've kind of taken the first step into OpenFOAM, and what would lie ahead? Like, one of the students raised the point that, I would like to really start coding, and how do I go about doing that? So as far as FOSSEE is concerned, we are trying to, and we are well into the intermediate level tutorials, albeit I don't think that is the coding part. We do have an advanced set of tutorials in the pipeline. I would probably believe with the timeline, it'll take several months for us to get it done. But if students are interested, you can propose that as a case study. Some part of the implementation that you would like, you can propose it as a case study problem, and then we can probably halfway through engage with you to help you do that. So that is the first thing. So OpenFOAM is completely community driven. So I would request you to also contribute back, right, in several ways that Payal has mentioned to you. So I encourage you now to come up, even for your own research interest problems, engage with us through case studies, with semester-long workshops, and that way the central pool of available understanding of OpenFOAM rises, even as far as coding is concerned. The other initiative that we are still doing is trying to build a GUI for OpenFOAM. I think we are about done with the block mesh part of it and some amount of the solvers. But even if you're someone who's interested, who has Python capabilities and has this interest with OpenFOAM background and GUI development, you can reach out to us and of course, we will kind of try and evaluate and walk you through it. We don't expect you to be, experts, but any interest along those lines will also be greatly encouraged. So we're looking to try and build a GUI, some intermediate advanced tutorials, and hopefully we come up with an advanced level workshop as well. But that will take some time. But in the meantime, you can still engage with us with other case study or research migration like activities where we'll be happy to help you out. So, so what I would like to find out from you is what is it that you would like to go now and do as far as we've given you certain resources, we've taught you the workshop in a certain way. So I would like to know what is your thought on how you would go ahead and learn OpenFOAM next? What is the resource, not specifically ours, but anything else, right? So anything, any other resources you would like to, what would you like to go now and do? Which area, coming out of this workshop, now what is the next thing you're going to do about OpenFOAM is what I would like to know, because we want to see where we're going ahead with the seeds that we have sown. So you can just type on your chat box anything that comes to mind. What is the next thing you would like to do with the OpenFOAM? Okay, yes. So Alsarj says coding with OpenFOAM. Absolutely. Anyone else? I know the 6 days has been exhaustive, but guys, come on. So what would you like to do with OpenFOAM?
Hello, madam. This is
Yes, hello.
Shanmugavel. I'm a postdoc in IIT Bombay.
Hi.
During my PhD, I was working in a crystal growth, silicon crystal growth.
Right.
We used CGSIM software, which is commercial software, and we have to pay annually 10 lakh around 10 lakh plus.
Yes.
This open form, it will be much helpful. I think. I was looking for some platform like this to develop our own thing, so that we can have more control on parameters changing the parameters. So maybe I will start immediately with OpenFOAM for my purpose, for silicon growth.
Happy to hear that. Happy to hear that. See, the reason I ask these questions is because what we see now is industry is extensively moving towards the open source software, OpenFOAM, because of the coding capability. Of course, some other commercial softwares are more stable, but they are extremely expensive, and in some cases they are not available to the companies. So India is moving towards open source software. outside worldwide also, both in research. If you want to be a research student, several of our people have moved on to being research students abroad. They've been in companies placed across the country. So I would really encourage you to kind of visualize what is the area that you want to be in and try and see if OpenFOAM fits there. It would. We've seen that. And I see interesting options of exploring OpenFOAM with 3D printing. Absolutely. This time in our class, we're trying to see if we can look at ML with OpenFOAM. So I think there is a lot of avenues only because OpenFOAM is flexible. It does require some, fighting with. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but it's not going to be difficult for someone who really wants to invest the time. So I think it's a really big value addition, both to your research problem statement, but also to your CV. Okay. So with that, please fill in the feedback form because a lot of your feedback from the previous workshops is what has brought us here, right? So we request you to be with us, help us grow better, and maybe come and join us as well, to become yourself better, but to also make us better. Okay. So with that, over to Payal, and thank you all for being with us for these 6 days.
Yes, thank you so much, ma'am, for your inspiring talk. And thanks to Professor Manaswita also. Thanks a lot to each and everyone for joining and for making this workshop a success.